Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports. It's Monday Night Basketball. It'll be the Toronto Raptors facing off against the Detroit Pistons.
Broadcasting live, 2K Sports presents the NBA. It's Monday night. This is Kevin Harlan here with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. Doris Burke has our reports tonight from the sidelines. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. And guys, what are you looking for in this one from Oladipo?
Well, he really makes things happen offensively for this club. And as a defender, when you go against him, you have to get help defensively. So it's important for your defense to really communicate with him out on the floor.
And Steve, very few players have his finishing ability. We see him get a lot of and ones because even if he draws hard contact, he is able to play through that and typically score.
The Pistons hoping for a happy ending to close out their homestand before hitting the road. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
Yeah, a very familiar opponent. They've played these guys an awful lot over the years, and this is the first of their 4 get-togethers this season.
And the Raptors with possession. Defeated by the Pacers in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
Yeah, I don't think they enjoyed watching the tape of that loss because there's no question they were the better team going into it, and yet they got completely crushed.
I'm actually still trying to figure out what happened there, Steve. No matter how it looks on paper, you've still got to show up, lace up, and play. They look like they just weren't interested in being there.
First one falls for him. A lot of familiarity with these two teams. Steve just kind of touched on. Clark, do you think it really does impact the rest of their matchups later in the season?
Absolutely, Kevin. It sure does. I mean, because for the winners today, they now know what game plan brought them success. So they've got a blueprint for the next meeting. For the losers, it's back to the drawing board for adjustments.
Now, here's Porter. 11 points for him in that last game against Boston. Number 34, defended by Randall. 5 to shoot. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting, about 76%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
He hits both from the strike. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Kevin, here's what the Raptors head coach had to say when we spoke earlier. He said that they weren't going to try and be overly aggressive with their defense and not take too many risks that can burn them. He said in a first meeting like this, you don't want to beat yourself by over-planning. We know we have a smart defense, and we'll see if they can unlock it first before we start adjusting. We'll find out if they need to do that soon enough.
Doris, thank you. It'll be interesting to see how that defensive mindset serves them here in the first half.
Yeah, it will be, Kevin, because if they come out with the right frame of mind and they don't have much success early, the game plan's going to have to change in a big hurry.
And even so, Steve, I think the defensive approach Doris talked about is exactly the one they should employ.
And here is Noel after the three-pointer from Andre Iguodala. Now here's Noel. He's covered closely. Deflects the pass. Williamson defended by Noel. The shot's good from Williamson.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Noel. Blocked. Number 23, defended by Butler. Shot clock at 5. Here's Randall. The shot no good. And the Pistons now going the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Well, you hate to say it, but they showed a lack of heart at the defensive end in losing that game. Just no effort.
You know, I know the fans don't want to hear it, but you're exactly right. There was no energy, no assertiveness, no aggressiveness. The defense was just lifeless. It's not a night that they're going to look back on fondly.
Yeah, no excuses there. Got a really good look at the basket after being freed up by the pick.
We say it all the time. The execution was excellent, the result not as good, but good ball movement anyway.
Now here's Noel. 26 points for him last game against Boston.
And his work on the glass, certainly noteworthy. He contributed in a number of ways. You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
The dish now to Iguodala. Pass to Hunter. Lets it go from deep. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Noel with it. Right now averaging 11 points a game. Butler kicks to Noel. Dishes to Porter. Pistons passing it around. Takes the three. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the defense has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull that trigger. You've got to be in his face and not give him any space.
And you can see they recognize that, Clark. I mean, they are not going to give him that look.
Toronto with the ball after the missed three from Porter. Pass to Williamson. Doubled by Porter. The Raptors need to get a shot. The shot's good from Hunter.
And the story of this game in the early stages is just how well they've been shooting the ball.
Steve, their percentage from the floor is really impressive up to this point.
Now here's Butler. His last outing, 16 points for him. And here's the break. Number 23. Outside Butler. Rejected by Williamson. From the baseline. It's rebounded by Oladipo.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
And he makes good on the layup. Raptors leading by 6. They set the pick. Here's Hunter. And again, Toronto no luck. The Pistons have gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. And Oladipo kicks to Noel. No good from outside. The Raptors have gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. Randall, guarded by Porter.
That's his comfort zone, so defensively, really nice job challenging the shot.
Butler kicks to Noel. Off target from outside.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Shoots the three. Gets it to go.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Well, you need good passing from your forwards as much as you do from your guards. These are small forwards leading the way in assists. You look at Butler, currently 5th in the league in assists. Such court vision.
And these are some of the best teammates you're ever going to want. I mean, very unselfish guys at a position that sometimes puts more of an emphasis on individual play.
Most of those guys can take matters into their own hands if they need to. But like you pointed out, Steve, that's not their MO. That's not how they want to roll. They want all 5 players on the floor to be involved in the offense, and that's what they want to facilitate.
Oladipo, the pass to Noel. Feeds it to Oladipo. From past the arc. Good. Oladipo's got 5.
Most any NBA player can make you pay when you leave them that wide open. That's why you have to stay alert on defense.
Back to Iguodala. Here's Hunter. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Number 23, defended by Noel. Iguodala, the pass to Williamson. Trying his luck deep. Iguodala, no good. Pistons trailed by 6. Now Oladipo. He's coming off a 13-point game against Boston.
And Kevin, don't forget about his playmaking in that game as well. He was wonderful in terms of attacking the defense and figuring out when to shoot and when to find teammates.
Number 23. No good on the triple.
Tell you what, boy, it's hard to watch when the guy gets good shots and misses them. He's missed everything this quarter.
Here's Oladipo, and there's another one for the Pistons. Toronto's gotten a lot of shots off from three-point land in the first quarter, but they're only 4 of 9. Shoots, and the jumper is good.
And of all the things about him that you like offensively, it's his composure that jumps out at me. The way he never gets rattled. The defense can get in him. He doesn't care. He just continues to do his thing.
And also, Steve, I think he's really smart with the basketball. Very smart. When you're playing with him, your only job is to get open, because when you do, and if you do, he'll put it on the platter for you. Room service style.
He kicks it to Iguodala. Number 23. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. So here's Murphy, averaging 8 points a game. Here's Hernandez. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Pistons trailed by 4. Nice ball movement by Detroit. Reddish. It's good from long range.
Very well executed pick to give him all kinds of space to get that one off.
The Raptors shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Murphy, a screen on Lowry. Here's Dunn. Now the pass to Craig. The tray. Claims the three, and yes, he'll go to the line for one more. Kyle Lowry picks one up there. Detroit's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Reddish. Back to Lowry. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Gisbert. A follow-up flush.
In terms of rebounding, it's been a sensational opening quarter.
I like sensational. That's a good word for it.
The feed now to Murphy. Pulls it up. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the Raptors lead by 4. Outside Lowry. Gisbert. Back to Lowry. Reddish. Drops in the tray. He has 6.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Pass to Dunn. 1:10 left here in the opening quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Left side Lowry. He passes to Bagley. Murphy with the steal. Fast break Toronto. Gives him the lead pass. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Pistons trail by 4. Number 31. He's guarded by Murphy. Number 31. And the Pistons getting another bucket right there. We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Well, you got to time up the clock. It's easier said than done, but you got to execute your offense on that first possession.
Passes to Craig. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
We've got 22 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. It's rebounded by Craig. Outside Lowry. Gisbert. Bagley. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Here's Harris. No good. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Raptors out in front, up 2. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment.
Tune in this Wednesday night, November 16th, the New York Knicks.
And so far, it's been a closely contested game as we get the second quarter up and going. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors guys, your thoughts?
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they've built this lead.
And they've built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Detroit looking at who they've got. The three. No good. The Pistons trailing. After this one, they take on the Clippers at the Staples Center. That's the first of 6 played on the road. Back to Lowry with a three, and that one's good. Lowry's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Pistons. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Over with the ball, now guarded by Rackley. Lots of room. Green for 2 points. And the Raptors lead by 1. Pistons shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Reddish. No good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. There's the pass to Dunn. Down low. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Kispert, 14 feet away, hits the bucket.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
And Toronto has possession. They trail by 1. Dunn, now recovering. No good from Dunn. The Pistons have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. His three-pointers off the mark. The Raptors have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. The dunk with a foul on top of it. So strong.
Yeah, he put himself in great position to finish that break off, guys.
Yep, right to the rack.
The Raptors shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here. The Raptors making a switch here. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And here is Butler. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change.
Yeah, you know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
The Pistons making a change here. Pass to Todd. Lock at 6. Butler defended by Hunter. Smith dishes to Butler. Passing it Smith with the assist that time. Butler's got his first basket of the night. Toronto's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. There's the pick. Passes it to Hunter. Off the screen. It's rebounded by Todd.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
From deep. The shot misses. Raptors shooting in this game 45%. And the pass to Hunter. Randall passes to Hunter. Some solid defense from Butler.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game.
Here's Smith. He passes to top. He dishes it to Noel. Off target from three-point range. The Raptors shooting just 29% in the second quarter. The offense is suffering. Can't hit from in close.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
Pass to top. He feeds it to Smith. Detroit, no good that time either. The Raptors have gone just 2 of 8 shooting here in the second quarter. Harris passes to Randall. Misses off the left eye. The Pistons have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Passes it to top. Smith on the wing. And he gets it to go from the corner. Toronto trailing. Back to Harris. The pass to Hunter. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. 9 points in the game so far. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, good one here. Guys, this is going to be fun to watch. 2 evenly matched teams. Both teams playing hard.
Here's Butler. Rejected by Hunter. Randall passes to Hunter. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
And Kevin, he comes away with a lot of steals by being patient and picking his spots and anticipating, when the shooter is going to go up. And then he just strips it away from him and heads the other way.
And one of his other great qualities, Steve, is his quick trigger off the dribble. I mean, he can get his shot off in an instant, a nanosecond.
Pistons trail by 4. Now here's Noel. Kicks to Oladipo. Beyond the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. It's Iguodala with the drive. Pass to Williamson. 6 to shoot. Passes it to Randall. And he uses the glass on the way. He has 5.
How about this performance in the face of the injury, playing through a lot of pain out there.
Right side, Butler. Noel drains the three-pointer.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Iguodala, the pass to Williamson. He's against Smith. Iguodala outside. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They've been outstanding from three-point range in this quarter.
Pistons trail by 6. Oladipo with the ball. He's got 9. And Noel kicks to Smith. The dish to Noel. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
Here's Randall. The three-pointer off the mark.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
Dishes it to Oladipo. Noel. And the 3 off target. Randall passes to Hunter. Feeds to Iguodala. The pass to Randall. Can't hit. And the Pistons now going the other way.
Normally when you dominate on the glass, it really shows up on the scoreboard, but not so much here today.
You're right, Steve. Typically it is a good barometer that indicates who's winning, but not so.
It looks like he's finding his touch now because the shots are starting to fall.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. And a look at the top three-point shooting small forwards this season in the NBA. Every wingman should have that shot in his arsenal, and these guys certainly do. And the Pistons making a change here. Porter's checked in. And here are the Raptors now. It's a three-point game. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Pass to Williamson. Shot clock at 6. Butler with the block. Now here's Noel, defended by Hunter. Butler off a pitch from Porter. Here's Noel, and he was fouled on the way out. 2 free throws now for him. The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. The first one falls. The free throw is good from Noel. So it's Toronto now. Passes it to Randall. Number 23, defended by Noel. Pass to Iguodala. Puts up a 3. Offensive rebound. The shot's good from Randall.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Now Noel. 8 points for him. Just 5 to shoot. He kicks it to Porter. Jacks up a 3. Gets it to go. Porter's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
That's 3 in a row, guys. 3 three-pointers consecutively. These guys are just raining in shots.
Yeah, the defenders can't be as soft as they've been on the perimeter there.
Outside Butler. There's the feed to Porter. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession.
Here's a chance to take a look at the Pistons and how they rank in the NBA right now. 4th in rebounding, 16th in scoring, and as far as fewest turnovers per game, not a strong suit. They've struggled here. Top 20 in the league. Those numbers can get you beat.
And you put all those things together, and that makes this a very tough team. And what really jumps out at me is the rebounds, Clark. I mean, this is a team that controls the paint. If you're going to miss a shot, the ball seems to be theirs almost every time. That allows their transition game to get going. And then at the offensive end, they'll pound you on the offensive glass as well.
Here's Iguodala. And it's Iguodala again missing.
Now you can see why the defense is willing to let him take that shot. That's really not his range.
Oladipo dishes to Noel. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. You take a look at the Pistons. They're down in 9th place so far, still early in the season. And, of course, the Toronto Raptors, 2 games back.
Looking at Toronto, you know, they've had a very tough time getting anything going so far. I mean, this was not the kind of start they imagined for themselves.
No, I'm sure it wasn't. I mean, they had high hopes coming into this season, and yet everything seems to have gone wrong for them.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. Toronto's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. And there's the pass to Randall. The jump hook, good. He's got 9. Clark and Steve, 8 lead changes now, and we're still just in the first half.
You know, both teams showing a lot of resilience, I think. Coming back and coming back, back and forth, back and forth.
Reminds me of a song.
Yeah, I'm not sure I've seen a game with so many lead changes this early on.
Nice D from Randall.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
It's good from about 19 feet. And it's a 3-point Raptor lead.
And he's shaking off a poor first quarter shooting effort. He's really starting to turn it on now, guys.
Pistons shooting 41% from the field in the second quarter up to this point. They set the pick. Number 31. They get it again. Here's Porter. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Porter's got 5.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the board.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass.
Porter with the steal, and Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yes, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
Number 23, defended by Noel. 4 on the clock. Number 23. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. The Raptors shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Well, how about the numbers for this club? As a team, 79% from the free throw line this year.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
And the Raptors making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And at the free throw line, it's all about consistency with him. Same routine, same stroke.
They set the pick. Fires from deep. Another 3 for Detroit.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointer.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. From the line. And the shot is long.
I think he shouldn't have forced that one. Instead, he should have passed it off.
He dishes it to Noel. Three-pointer. That is good. And now a 5-point Piston lead. Here's Randall. Can't get it to go. And a tight game here as we end the first half. Pistons lead by 5.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
Live. 2 division rivals.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You have to like what we're seeing from Noel.
Wow, the threes have just been dropping for him. Absolute dead-eye shooting in that first half.
Could not have been a more productive day for him from long range.
So for Toronto right now, they've got Iguodala, and it's Hunter in at the 2-guard spot. Pass to Randall. Raptors have gone a perfect 7 of 7 from the line tonight. That's good from Randall. Free throws good from Randall. Here's Oladipo. He feeds it to Butler. Another 3 for Detroit.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Pass to Hunter. Wide open look. And he knocks down the jumper. He's got 14. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And here is Noel. Number 34, defended by Randall. Crafty move. Number 34. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
Well, of course, we'd all like to see that free throw percentage improve. I mean, he does not have the touch in the 60s.
Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Here's Butler. Hammers it home. That polish off the break.
Yeah, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's Williamson, and he lays it straight in. He's got 6.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Butler kicks to Oladipo. Nice defense from Williamson.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Raptors moving the ball around. Guarded by Porter. On the wing, Iguodala shoots a 3. Rebound by the Pistons. Porter's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oladipo, the pass to Butler. Porter. Low block shot on the way. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Porter's got 9 points. Raptors trail by 11. And the Raptors call time here.
He did not look too happy about some of the things he saw on the court. So I would expect some changes here.
I think it's the right move, quite honestly. I mean, they just didn't look sharp or at their best out there. So take the time out and give yourself a chance to regroup. Here's where Toronto sits right now in the league ranking. 6th in assists, 9th in free throw percentage. And they're in the top half of the league in shooting from deep as well. This is a strong suit for this team, knocking down those shots from behind the arc.
And the top 10 in assist number that you talked about, it really is what stands out to me. It's a beautiful team to watch. They like to share the ball. They really work hard at the offensive end to make sure they get the best possible shot every time down the floor.
That's good. And 11 points for Butler.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
The pass to Williamson. Launches a 3. And again, Toronto no up. Pass to Hunter. Passes to Randall. And there's the rejection. But they get it back. Number 23. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly. When the score is right where you'd expect it to be when the battle on the boards is that lopsided.
Iguodala with it. Butler covering. It's off his leg. And the ref saying he kicked it. Randall passes to Iguodala. Leads him in there. Williamson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. Well, we get a look here now at the small forwards with the fastest hands in the league and generating the most steals per game. You look at Butler. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Well, with the kind of defense he plays, he really gives his team someone to lean on at that end of the floor.
Yeah, he takes a lot of pressure off the big guys because he can thwart penetration just with his active hands. I mean, his feet are good, but it's the active hands that dissuade passes inside.
The Pistons making a change here. Both free throws good from Williamson.
100% free throw shooting this half, guys.
Efficiency is so crucial when you're trying to overcome a deficit, Steve.
Noel with it. Now guarded by Randall. Ball's knocked loose. A 3-ball. Rebound, Detroit. Noel's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Hunter, the pass to Iguodala. From beyond the arc. Raptors get it back. Here's Williamson. The 3rd shot of the possession finally falls for him. He's got 10.
Well, coaches love him because of the hustle he's continually showing out on the floor. And I think where you really see it most is on the offensive board.
And you you know what? He is also relentless on the board. He works as hard on his rebounding as anybody you're going to see.
He is bombing it today. How many more threes are we going to see from him?
Well, we've already seen plenty. The majority of his points have come on that shot.
And the Raptors call time here. Well, you have to like what we're seeing from Noel.
He's been locked in from deep. They're giving him too much breathing room and definitely paying the price for it.
And the Raptors making a change here. Raptors trail by 12. There's a good screen. Number 23.
Ouch. Another miss to add to what's been a miserable game for him from the field.
Kicks it to Lowry. Baseline J on the way. Toronto grabs the miss. The pass to Williamson. Backing down. Makes it off the glass. 12 points for him.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Gisbert. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Clark, they're really struggling guarding that three-point line.
And they're not making up for it with their own shots from deep either, Steve.
Pass to Hunter. He passes it to Harris. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Harris has got 6 points.
This is great. Three-pointers going down quickly at both ends.
Yeah, it took them no time to answer back on that possession.
Takes a three. No luck. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Passes it to Randall. The dish to Harris. 5 on the clock. Off the mark with the little step back, Johnny. Outside Lowry. There's the screen. Butler, defended by Williamson. Gisbert. It's rebounded by Williamson.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Pistons leading by 10. This is the Butler. Gisbert. This one for 3, and it's good. He's got 8.
Those are starting to add up. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 of them have been three-pointers.
And it's not just great offense, Clark. The defense is really lacking. Not enough energy on their closeouts.
Hit his foot. And it's being called a kickball. And the Raptors making a change here. Harris kicks to Murphy. Back to Harris. Three-pointer. The shot is off. Now the Pistons take it the other way. Outside Lowry. Feeds it to Noel. Porter with the screen for Noel. From outside the arc. It's hauled in by Dunn.
They've been able to get out to this lead without really getting a very reliable performance out of him from the field.
Murphy, a screen on Lowry. Covington, and it's sent back by Porter.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
And a moment here to take a look at some of the hustle stats for the Pistons.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And another area where they've done a great job tonight is forcing the issue defensively and getting some steals.
Toronto calls timeout.
He's definitely shaken up. They're using the timeout to let their trainer take a look at it.
The Raptors making a switch here. Harris outside. Pass to Murphy. 6 to shoot. And again, Toronto no up. Pistons leading by 16. He kicks to Noel. Lets it fly. No good off the back of the rim. Raptors shooting a pretty wretched 28% in the third quarter. This offense needs to maybe try some different angles. And that'll be Toronto as it goes out of bounds. Raptors retain possession. Smith checked in for Detroit. Oladipo comes in for Kyle Lowry. Number 23, defended by Noel. Here's Harris. No good on the three.
And this has not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Here's Noel. Second chance shot, number 34. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. They're off to battle the Clippers after this game as they'll be playing at the Staples Center. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team.
Easy play, come on!
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Raptors trail by 18. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And there's the pass to Randall. To end the run. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. These are the teams that have been really dominant in the paint so far this season. In fourth, the Pistons.
Yeah, this team's success has always been tied to their rebounding. Just a physically dominant club.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Here's Noel. He's got 15. Now the feed to Oladipo. Jump shot is good that time. Oladipo's got 11.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
He dishes it to Murphy. He feeds it to Harris. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. 6 on the shot clock. Rebound by the Pistons. Now the Pistons with it. They're on a 16-6 run. Here's Oladipo. He's got 11. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Look out the Raptors' upcoming schedule. They'll be playing host to Miami for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Big game for the Hawks today, guys. You know their fans are hoping they can pull that one out.
Raptors trail by 19. Kicks to Harris. Bangs home the trifecta. Harris has got 6 in the quarter.
Boy, he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the defense.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's guarded closely. Pass to Noel. Stolen away. .51 seconds left in the third quarter. Passes it to Harris. Shoots it up. second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Noel gets the screen from Porter. Fires the three. And the rebound goes to Murphy. Murphy's got 4 rebounds now tonight. There's the pass to Randall. From deep. And the Raptors hit again from deep. 8 seconds left in the third. Now here's Noel. And released it in time, but it's off the mark. Well, through 3/4 of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. The Pistons on top. They lead by 11. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
Sunday, November 20th, the Memphis Grizzlies go on the road to battle the Brooklyn Nets. Live from Brooklyn, it's the real deal.
And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Raptors trail by 11. They've got Oladipo. He's out there with Noel. Jimmy Butler is out there with Rack. That's the 5 and the 4 for the Pistons.
That's just a case of two teammates working perfectly together. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.